good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to another Art Talk. So I wanted today to talk about the anime invasion. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want to make that sound negative or bad, but it's one of those things where I just read an article yesterday about how anime, more than half the people on Netflix subscribers are watching anime. They have so many animes that they're building and putting up onto their platform and purchasing from Japan and other places. And when you go to bookstores and you start to see all the manga and all this other elements of it, you realize what a power horse this is. Now, personally, I never got into anime. It just wasn't part of my generation growing up, much like a lot of younger generation. So I understand where the appeal is for them. Again, I was brought up coming through Hanna-Barbera, Warner Brothers, watching all those cartoons. Anime wasn't really a thing. And so I realized how many students and artists just really want to partake in this, and they just want to draw that stuff all the time. And oftentimes I'm always encouraging just to expand your horizon. Don't just stick with the anime aspect, because that can be dangerous in order for you to get a job. And the reason that could be dangerous, and has been in the past for sure, was, and still kind of is, to the point where nearly all the animes that people really resonate with, because of the sort of violent aspect to it, because of the story element to it, because of so many aspects, it's that Japanese culture that's doing that, and they're the ones who are in Asia creating these animes, and they're not hiring American artists or European artists, so it's very rare. So what you start to see is there's certain animes that come out there where it's got by an American studio or a European studio, but it's not really technically an anime. It's anime inspired, right? And the stories are still a little bit different, still doesn't have oftentimes the same appeal that anime in general has. So it's, just really interesting. But what I do see in the future, of course, is like, it's not going to stop. It's here to stay, right? It's like AI. It's like anime is going to continuously keep being made. It's really very extremely popular. And a lot of the American studios and companies like Netflix and Disney, they want a piece of the action. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to grab that audience too. So what you're going to start seeing, in my opinion, is you're going to start seeing a lot of these studios trying to create even more anime influence type shows, and that's coming. So now, what does that typically mean? Well, oftentimes, I think it's always been very important, in my opinion, to expand your horizons and be broad in what you're studying and learning. I think you can't go wrong when you're just learning how to draw, how to observe, how to design. Learn the fundamentals, learn those things, and that's going to make you a well-rounded artist. So even if you do want to do anime, you're going to have a good, strong sense of just construction to your character, appeal to your character, right? You've done life drawing, you've done gesture drawing, you know how to just kind of put your shapes together, and your drawings can be better. And I think that's the very most important thing, is to really learn how to draw. And if you want to just do anime and that's all you want to do, you can do it. But keep in mind, it's still going to be a while before studios are going to be hiring that. But they will. They're going to be looking at portfolios on productions where they're going to want to see some anime influence style, but they're going to still want to see those turnarounds, those facial expressions, those attitude poses if you're trying to get into the animation industry. In advertising and illustration, it's going to be a little bit different. Maybe not so much. It's really in the animation genre or the manga genre, comic book genre, that you're going to find that. Or you might say, hey, I just want to dedicate, I love anime so much, I just want to spend my time doing this. I'm going to make my own prints, and I'm going to just do my own stuff and go to conventions and sell that. And that works too. Again, I'm not going to deny that. People are doing that. They're just taking what's already been created. Again, anime enthusiasts, people who like anime, they don't want you to mess with the characters. They want you to kind of stay true to Sailor Moon or whatever other character that it may be. They want to still see that uniform. They want to see that style. They want to see that. So you can't evolve it and change it completely, but you could create something like that and appear to those fans. The one danger I sometimes feel. I go to conventions and I look at the people doing the anime, and they are all drawing the exact same anime characters. So now the consumers there, the clients, so to speak, the customers at the convention have 100 choices of and I'm just using Sailor Moon, but I have 100 choices of to buy Sailor Moon, the exact same Sailor Moon. It's just composed maybe differently, or there's a different color in the background or something. So you've created a lot of competition for yourself because you're not doing anything different, distinctive in that area. So you just kind of want to be careful with that. But anime is, it's a booming thing. You know, it's been growing and growing and growing. And it oftentimes it is discouraged just because a lot of the people who are teachers, a lot of the people who are working in the professional world know that the studios or companies, they're not looking for that style of artwork, right? So you just got to be careful, just especially, and this is to those people that are wanting to try to really work in the animation industry. You'll get your time maybe at some point if that's all you have is an anime portfolio, but it's going to be, you know, still quite a while. Again, the traditional, the real anime, the stuff coming from Japan and Thailand and wherever, China, wherever else it's coming from, that's like the real deal that people are attracted to and really want to see and really sort to gravitate more towards. And they're not going to hire you if you're an American or just European artist. It's going to be very rare that happens. So I just want you to be conscious and aware of that as you start moving and thinking about where you want to go. And that's why I always say expand your horizons. Just learn how to draw different things and make your portfolio versatile, and doing things like this will really help benefit you. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next week. Take care.